Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm discussing a piece of gear. I haven't done enough gear content recently, so I'm trying to get more of that out. And what I'm going to talk about is this. Now this, if you're kind of able to see, is a chest rig. And what I have just done is I've received a piece of this and just installed it. And what I realized is I think this could be the most kind of like load-bearing micro chest rig that you could kind of get. It's from a company that I love. I'm going to do more videos on their different pouches, but it's from a company called Unobtainium Gear. Really good to deal with. I'm just obsessed with their actual materials, how the stuff kind of works, how flat it sits, etc. But they actually have a new product that just came out, which I received in the mail just now. No affiliation. And it is this, which is this flex panel on the front here. Now, they do a chest placard, and I'll kind of show you that in a second. But they actually kind of released this, which is just this front section here, which basically just sits flat normally, but it allows you to run whatever you want in the front. It's kind of like the size is going to be the biggest 5.56, you know, in terms of magazines. But I could put different stuff in there. I could put a speed loader in there. I could do whatever, and I'll show you that in a second. But I think it's a really, really great idea and a great package, mainly because I have my 3 mags that I have in there, you know, if I'm running a chest rig, whether that's for my SMGs, for my primary kind of like a rifle, or if it's for a shotgun, etc. But always with a chest rig, you're never going to quite have the load capacity that you're going to have with something like a plate carrier. You know, you've just got more real estate, you've got more space to put stuff on. With this, all I have is this strap going over 2 kind of straps here, and the whole point of this really is to keep everything minimal. So if I'm playing indoors and I don't want to get hot and sweaty and kind of have a ton of stuff, I only really need mags, maybe my radio, my battle belt, maybe a pistol down there, and I just want to kind of play light. I like a chest rig way more. And so with this, like, I have so much like space. There's no like anything getting in the way of my stock. My sling can kind of run free. But normally the one drawback for me is just not having enough actual capacity for the mags. As you know, I run gas blowbacks nearly exclusively. This is not real. I run gas blowbacks exclusively, which means each of these magazines is a 30 round capacity. So I really need a lot of magazines. It's not like I can run one 400 round high cap, and having the 3 is great. But actually, I always thought, you know what, it'd be quite nice just to be able to stick an extra 1 or 2 somewhere, just so that I could have that capacity, the ability to increase the capacity. Now, I have these before, and I'm sure you're aware, if you know gear very well, Blue Force Gear make a very similar kind of placard like this, which you can put onto your plate carrier. It's great. And you kind of think, why wouldn't I just buy one of those and put it on? The reason is that actually this has 3 different MOLLE straps behind it, and all of their actual placards, the regular one, which I'll show you in a second, have MOLLE on the front of them. So you can attach whatever you want. So that means that you can't really do like the 4-strip MOLLE that most things would have for that placard, but this basically is 3, so it goes on. So I'm sure you can appreciate, like, this is really quite small. Like, it's very compact. I've now got 6 mags in there. So 30 round mags, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 180 rounds there. And it really is just super tight to my chest. Like, I can't really move it around. It's out of the way. And if I'm going through the magazines, you know, if I'm like, bang, put this one in, I'm going through that one. This is actually an MWS mag, so I will put that in. This is also an MWS mag. Like, re-indexing into this, I think it's going to be pretty tough. Like, they're hard to get in until you've kind of worn them in. I mean, it goes in. It's just like, it's going to take a bit of time to loosen that up a bit. But you can see now, like, I've got my 3 mags, and there is nothing as an extra kind of space there. Like, it's there, and it basically is if I don't have that placard on. So I can just keep this on my chest rig, and if I need to use it, great. If I just want to add 1 extra mag, I can just stick it in the middle, great. If not, that's fine. It really, really doesn't matter. So what I thought was, you know, I'll get a couple of these and just stick them on the front of my actual chest rigs, because there's no downside to it. You know, if I want to put a radio in there, I want to put a grenade in there, I want to put, you know, I'll show you this one quickly. If I want to just put a speed loader in there, it just gives me that ability to have tension while it's there. So, like, the other reason I love Unobtainium Gear generally, or like how they do their stuff, is this is so flat. Like if I don't want to run any mags and I just want to like keep it on here because I'm going to switch it out for another game or carry anything else, like this has gone from that 6 mags in there to basically being completely flat with my body. Like these are little buckles here, which means that if I want to, I can put like a little strap. Very similar. This is one of their 40mm grenade pouches or smoke pouches. Sorry, flashbang pouches. And they've got the same buckle here as I have here. All that allows you to do is just to basically have this piece, and then it has that elastic that I can run around here. And they're very good at designing stuff. Like that's very like kind of keeps it in place, etc. It's very easy for me with this tab just to pull it and it comes off. It's a bit more fiddly to get it on, but like that for me is exactly what I want. Like if I'm in a game and I need to like pull this, it's just there. They do a ton of different things. You actually, if you email them, they will actually just build stuff for you custom. It'll take a couple of weeks to do it, but like I don't know. I can't say enough good stuff about Unobtainium Gear. I'll put links below to all their stuff, but I'm going to show you just kind of like how easy it was just to construct this chest rig. The actual placard, like the elastic piece on the front, was $70. The placard itself underneath, which is the base of the chest rig, that's $90. So you're looking at like, you know, like $150 basically to have this, which is a lot of money for a chest rig. You know, you're kind of getting a plate carrier for a few hundred. So just bear that in mind. It's not cheap gear. It's built for real steel. But I just love it. So these are the buckles that kind of take it off. Very easy to get on and off. Has one which kind of goes behind you right there, so that's just going to go around your side, and then it's got the H harness which has got MOLLE like on the actual straps right here, so you're going up and down there, so I can mount stuff like a radio pouch if I want to, do cable management through it, and then it has these 2 clips on the other end that will just clip in. It is basically an H, which is why I'll show you quickly why it's called that. Another thing that I love is I have a couple of different versions of these placards. For instance, I've got one which has like the M110 one, which basically takes my larger magazines for my Sega 12. I've got one which is for my MPX magazines, like little SMG mags. It'll do my MP5, MPX, MP7. And they all basically are like this. So I can just take one of those H harnesses and switch them out. So I will go to a game just with these filled with mags, and then I can just literally be like, right, I'm going to switch to that replica. Like I'm going to take out my MPX instead of this Spear LT. So let me just keep my H harness. I'll just change over the straps, bang that on. All of my mags are in there, loaded and ready to go. And like it's a very well made, like their products generally, I would say, just are very well made. Again, I can like put that away. Back of this placard allows me to put this onto a plate carrier if I want to. I can just mount these into the plate carrier clip. It's got Velcro on the back there, which I could just put straight down. So I can switch this from a plate carrier to a chest rig to whatever it is. But this one placard, I'll show you it properly in a second, basically is just like, it's almost like a blank canvas that you can just do whatever you want with. I'm going to put these off to one side. Now I'm pretty good with like putting MOLLE on and off again. If you want me to do a video on that, let me know, because I definitely have played around with MOLLE stuff in the past and it's taken me a while to get this good at it. But there is techniques for sure for getting this stuff on and off, because the amount of hours that I would waste doing this stuff before was kind of annoying. Another thing that I really love on these, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I love, so there's very little negative that's going to be on this plate carrier, this chest rig, sorry. But they actually, for the actual feeds of the MOLLE, they've got this Tigris, like, solid piece there. So that actually is kind of like, allows you to thread it through, and then it has this little flap overlap, so that will lock it in once it's in there fully. So I can literally just push that through. I just need to make sure that's facing the right way. Push that through. All of the actual MOLLE inserts here are all laser cut. So you can see there, like there's actual gaps cut in the laser. It's cut with a laser. It's not like you're kind of trying to pull 2 pieces apart. I find definitely if you have the cheaper, you know, just built for Airsoft plate carriers, chest rigs, you'll kind of just get lines cut in this, or it'll just be threaded material just sewn in, and that does take a lot longer. So that is the little add-on that I had. That one's $70, so you know, it's expensive, but you can get them in green. You can get them in a whole load of different colors. Just go to their website. Again, I'll put it below. But that then I can then transfer onto any of the front of my other stuff that I want. I could thread that directly onto a plate carrier if I wanted to, although because it's kind of like odd, you've got 3 here and not 4. I don't know how easy that would be to do, so don't take my word for it. But that basically means that I can kind of use this on any of the actual placards that I have. This is the placard itself. So the placard has got this, which is the Tigress, which is what I really, really love, because I like how flat it will sit on me. Like it actually, like profile wise, it's super flat, but I like that Kydex kind of insert. I run it on my plate carrier a lot, like the Haley Strategic one I've talked through before, where it's very easy to re-index. This thing, even though it's not quite as easy to re-index, it has this like flare on the Tigris insert thing. So whenever I am re-indexing it, I can literally just find that gap and slam it in, because of this like basically hard plate in the front. Now it keeps the hard plate without having anything at the bottom, so that hard plate can just like sit basically flat, like flush to it. So if I've got nothing in there, it's flat. If I've got the actual mags in it, it takes up that space, and like the ease in which you can like actually push these in and out is great, and the actual like force at which it holds it in is perfect for me as well. Now, because it's got this MOLLE on the front, you can mount anything to it. So yes, I love the fact that I've just got this, which means that I can like double up and do a 6 mag load. However, you know what? If I wanted to carry an extra 3 flashbangs, I can just thread this in the same way. I'll show you guys quickly how awesome I am at MOLLE. As soon as I say that, I'm going to be like the worst performance ever. But I can just thread that through there. I can thread it through here. This is a brand new one, so again, these straps are going to be pretty hard to get in. I found with this one, it like the actual flash pouches they do larger ones that would fit like a Thunder Bee better. Sorry, I'll move this here. They do larger ones that would fit a Thunder Bee better, but the actual ones that they have here are perfect for like your 40mm grenades. They're perfect for like the Matrix grenades that I use, which are kind of like the BB shower gas grenades. I love those. And then sorry, I'm doing this the wrong way. No, I'm doing it right. And then it's perfect for like the 40mm grenades. So like the ones I had for my Volcano, I could literally just stick a load of these on here, and then I could put 3 on there, or I could put a pistol pouch on there. Like I can go with this one and just say, you know what, I'd rather run 1 of those and a pistol. I could put just single versions of these rifle pouches on there if I wanted to. It's kind of like an unlimited like list of anything that I have as MOLLE, especially from them as a company. I can just basically put those on there, and that's kind of why I said like it's that blank canvas kind of thing. I'm not going to put this on there properly, but I'll just give you an idea of what this is going to look like quickly. So yeah, so there I've got my pistol mag pouch, so I could just go with one of these. I could then go with, this is a pretty big pistol mag. Let me just do, so it's a Glock mag in there. Like I've then basically kind of got my ability to do whatever I want. And another thing, which I forgot to mention, is that not only do you have this like MOLLE webbing on the front, it also has like an elastic insert in there. So if I didn't want to actually put a full separate pistol mag pouch on there, I could actually just do that there. So I've got that there. I've then also got my, it's going to be harder to re-index when it's like that, but this is just that without this. That is just with that placard. So this from Unobtainium Gear, this is their 5.56. You can get their SMG versions. You can get the M110 versions, which are perfect for Sega mags. I've done a complete different video on that. But this, for me, is like just incredible as a chest rig piece. And they just keep unveiling different versions of stuff to add onto it. And now they've done this. I think this combined with this is a 6-mag carrying micro rig chest. Micro chest rig. So I can have 6 mags right here in my central mass. It's away from anything that I'm trying to do with this piece of kit, this beauty here. So I don't know, I'm a big fan of Unobtainium Gear. I'm going to try and do a video on each one of their different pouches that I like, but I thought today I would just do a quick one on what could be the best high capacity micro chest rig that is out there if you want to play Airsoft in that format. Hopefully this guy has been interesting, guys. I said I'll put the links below so you can go down and have a look there. Any questions, let me know as well, and I'd love to kind of jump in and answer them. And anything else you need to know, always reach out, join the Discord, etc. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.